Then let me check. Okay. Okay, let's go.
All right. I'm gonna unmute now, and then let's do this.
Yes. Our introduction could be shorter this time.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Icebreaker TV. You guys saw the banner. We're running a tad late, but never you mind that. Thank you for joining us today on another episode of the Wuthering Waves podcast. Today, we will be reviewing version 1.1 along with some new characters that are dropping. If you guys have seen it, then you already know, but if you haven't, then you're about to learn some new stuff today. But first and foremost, let's introduce my co-host. We got Yuki on set with us today. How you doing, Yuki?
It's been a long time since last time we speak about Wuthering Waves version 1.1, right? I'm very excited about this 1.1.
Yeah, the last time we actually spoke about this was like a couple of minutes ago, and prior to that was literally yesterday. But
not really.
2 weeks.
Really.
Yeah. It's been 2 weeks since we came back, right?
Yes.
With the podcast.
Basically.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Oh. Yeah, and I think 1.1 is something that all of us WoW fanatics have been looking forward to, because when the game first came out, there's the usual honeymoon phase of any kind of gacha game, right? People spend a bunch of money, we go for the polls, we go for the quests, and then after the first week or so, because we're playing like 20 hours a day, the content gets exhausted. So people were really looking forward to 1.1. Like, what kind of changes are coming? Are there new characters? Are there new things to do in the game? And also a lot of quality of life changes, hot fixes to both PC gamers and gamers playing on controllers. So much stuff to cover. But let's break things down one by one. But what are you feeling about this patch? What are you most excited for right now, Yuki?
Spoiler.
No, you can do it. It's fine.
I'm very excited about the two characters. All jokes aside, these quality of life improvement are great, but I'm more excited about new things, about new mechanics, new character, new skill, new monsters, and new area.
Oh right, yeah. No, the
new
new
things
area, I completely forgot. Yes, that's
new
right.
things are always flashy.
That's right. I completely forgot about the whole new area thing. I believe
That's the whole
Mount
point,
Firmament,
right? Yes.
Yeah, Mount Firmament. Oh, we got to talk about that. But why don't we do this then? We'll actually we'll kick it directly to the patch notes, so that way we can have like a structured way of breaking things down, and we'll kind of go through things one by one. We'll read out the patch notes, and then we'll cycle it back. We'll bounce it back and forth between us, and then kind of get your take on how you feel about it. How does that sound?
Yes. That's why we are. That's how we do things here.
Awesome. All right.
Nice.
So let me pull up the version 1.1 preview for you guys right here. So. Oh wow, let's do this. So I don't know if we're gonna be reading everything, but at least for now we will. And basically right now it says, "Dear Rover, to give you a sneak peek into what we have in store for you in the future updates, we'll be sharing the latest adjustments we're making to the game via developer messages before each new version's launch. We'll also use these messages to address some common issues with the current version and share details on related optimizations and adjustments. Wuthering Waves version 1.1, the thaw of eons, is right around the corner, and here's what to expect in the new version."
The number one.
Actually,
please.
yeah, this is actually something we talked about.
Oh, we
talked about this.
We can switch.
No, this exact thing right here on the screen. We talked about this in the previous podcast.
Yes.
Which is the whole ecosystem thing, right?
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
I cannot believe they just put it right on the top. The most important things. So let me introduce one. New tuner synthesis feature to address the issue of lower grade tuner piling on in your backpack, because they are useless basically. During the late game, we'll be introducing the tuner synthesis feature in a version 1.1 update. With this feature, you will be able to see. I'm not doing that. Convert a certain number of medium advanced tuner into higher grade tuner using the converter. Right above it, right beneath it, you can see there is 5 to 1 purple to gold. So which means
Oh, okay.
if you have a 1,500 purple like mine, it will be converted into 300 gold, which is 6 echoes.
Yeah, and that's it doesn't sound like a lot, but holy crap, I
That
remember the
is
first week
fucking
of
a
playing this.
lot. That is
No,
a
the first week of
lot.
playing this, I remember trying to grind so hard for the premium reroll material because it was so limited,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Unless you spend your wave plays on Tacit Fields, it's really tough to come across a good supply of these. And for the
Yeah.
longest time, people have been telling us in these YouTube videos, oh hey, you gotta conserve your resources. Don't spend your tuners on random things. Only upgrade the best echoes possible.
Yes,
And there
yes.
is an element of truth in that, but that also made the initial grind from Union level 1 to 30 kind of difficult because everybody was just keeping their echoes at level 0
Yeah,
because nobody wanted to spend resources.
After 20, I would say the monster become very tough if you are not leveling your echo.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's also one of those things where because every single time you level up your echo or you use materials, when you take that as a material and you actually use that as experience for a future echo, you do get, I believe, is it 75%, Yuki? 75% of the materials.
75, yes.
Yeah. So obviously with that diminishing return, it makes sense for you to conserve all your resources for the best golden echo with the best roll possible, right? So
Yes.
so not only is this a good quality of life adjustment for newer players getting into the game, this is also an amazing buff for veterans that have been in the game for 2 to 3 weeks because we have been hoarding all of our purples and all of our blues, not knowing what the heck to do with them. And there's actually a lot of shops in game where it sells you these resources, but us being veterans, we know that these resources are useless. So we've been holding back on resources. We have so much of these currencies and we're not spending them. So this
Yeah.
actually gives us another way to actually improve our inventory standings by purchasing these yellows and purples because now we can finally convert these into golds.
Yeah, like roguelite, hologram, Tower of Diversity. They all sell the purple and golden. As 1.0, you don't want purple or tumor, but now you have a reason to buy these.
Yep. It just
Yeah.
gives us farmers like more things to do because
Yes.
it sucks. It sucks when we're farming materials like, oh, that's a useless one. Oh, that's also a useless one. But now everything can be funneled up and built up towards materials that we can actually use. So I think that's a great buff.
Yeah, the point is, if you are feeding your useless echo to new echo, the tumor only gives like 30%. If you are feeding with full potential echo, you use 50, but you only get 10 plus 5. I don't know how to pronounce the number. 50, around that.
15? Yeah, around there.
It's only
Yeah, it's just-
30%, so it's very hilarious.
Yeah, I think honestly, I'm not sure if this change is more beneficial for veterans or for like newer players, but I am glad that this one change is able to benefit both spectrums, right? Because a lot of times when players, and especially in gacha games, make complaints to the developers, it is kind of stringent on making the gameplay quality of life better for veterans. They don't really care too much about the new players, but I really do like what the developers did with this. It really makes everything easier for everybody. So I'm 100% for this change.
Yeah.
But
Also-
let's move on to the next bit. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Also, did you notice the picture? There is advanced tuner as well, so your blue can be upgraded to purple. If you are new, that is.
Yep.
Also means your
So,
blue
yeah.
can also be gold.
Yep. So that means you guys can actually go a little bit crazy and go ahead and use those blue tuners. Even though, in my opinion, it is still kind of not worth it to use the blue tuners.
It's
If you guys are
useless
gonna
anyway.
use it, yeah, you might as well use the purple ones because you get access to purple tiers quite early in the game. But but the fact that we have the ability to change from blues to purple and purples into gold, absolute game changer.
Yes. I was
Absolutely.
thinking,
And, yo,
I was
good to see
thinking
you,
10 to 1, but they give us 5 to 1. That's fine, I guess.
Yeah, but it's 5-1 for purples, which means it's 25-1 for blues.
Yes,
So
yes.
that is still a ton of material, but it's something. it's something. Not gonna
I
complain
was
about that.
I was expecting 3-1.
3 to 1. I mean,
Yeah, because the
I mean,
other materials are
it's a,
3-1.
oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But either way, we're glad the devs tossed us a bone, and also thanks for dropping in, Joe. Thank you for coming in, Kyoko. Good to see you guys. But
Okay.
let's talk about this. Let's talk about the next bit. Number 2 here:
It's your
increased
turn.
Union EXP for unlocking new Echo entries. So I might be jumping ahead of the gun right now, but I did remember reading something that says that the data bank was going to be increased to level 21. So this has
Yes.
something to do with that.
Yes.
But let's read this bit. So, to the leveling experience and the unlock the late game content earlier for all players, we have introduced Union EXP rewards for unlocking new entries of Echoes as of version 1.1. Additionally, we will retrospectively reward the Union EXP for the number of Echo entries you have unlocked during version 1.0 after the update. This compensation will be distributed via in-game mail, so make sure you guys check your mail and claim the rewards in time. So basically what this means is that it's going to be giving us more experience. So let's say if you guys max out your data banks, right? In version 1.0. And let's just say for numbers purposes, let's say that was worth 10,000 experience. That is actually going to be worth more retrospectively. So let's say 10,000 experience should have been 15,000 experience. What the devs will do is they will take that difference that you're missing out on. So they'll take that 5,000 Union EXP and just airdrop it directly to your, airdrop is the wrong word. Drop it directly to your inbox mail. So that way it doesn't matter if you're a veteran or if you're a newer player, you will be getting the exact same account experience, aka Union experience, that will benefit towards your growth. And Union experience is one of those things that it's really difficult to come by. There's only so much that you can farm per day. So with more Union experience, it just allows us to hit those breakpoints allows us to hit those next power creeps that much faster.
Basically, it just speed up the newbie, but not much for us, because like you said, if it is 10,000, it's just level 1. Honest.
Yeah.
To be honest, just one level. It doesn't change much, but 10,000 could be two or 3 levels for 30.
Yeah. That's gonna help me get to Union level 50 so much faster, and I've been waiting for that for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah, just it's like if it really is 10,000, it will be 3 or 4 days progress, I think.
Yeah, just overall faster growth. I think this stems from the complaint that the bottleneck from level 30 to 40 was too much. And here we are, like I think I'm 46. I believe you're 44, right,
Yes.
Yuki? So for us,
I'm 45
to
now.
progress to 45, yeah. So for us to grind to level 50, that grind is even a bigger bottleneck, even a tighter bottleneck.
I just go test
it
a field.
Yeah,
I just test a
exactly.
field.
Yeah, we're running out of content to do, guys, but the devs listen, right?
Yes.
But on the topic of Tacit Field and actually improving your echoes, this segues perfectly into the third patch note here, which is higher cost range for echoes rewarded for activity points.
Okay, my turn.
you want to take this?
Yeah, we switch, right? we have
take it.
we have heard your feedback about high variability in the cost range of Echo, rewarded by gaining required activity points in the guidebook. To improve your experience, you have removed cost 1 Echoes from the activity points reward pool. Now only cost 3 to cost 4 Echoes will be rewarded as for activity points. After the version 1.1 update, once you accumulate 100 activity points by completing the guidebook text, you will receive a random echo of cost 3 or cost 4 quality. So basically, they remove the cost 1, so you will no longer receive the random cost 1 echo from daily. You only get cost 3 or cost 4. And it's also quality also affected by your data bank.
Oh, okay. So by leveling up our data bank, we can actually get more of the 3 or 4 costs as opposed to the 1. Or no, one is completely removed. Okay, I see.
Cost 1 is removed. And whether the cost 3 or cost 4 echoes are gold or purple depending on your data bank.
Gotcha. And Spoiler alert, we probably won't be seeing that much purple going forward. That is also
next.
something, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
your
so
turn.
looking forward to that. Let's see. Let's see. So after version 1.1, once you accumulate 100 activity points, which are daily quest points, by completing the guidebook task, you will receive a random echo cost of 3 or 4. So I actually, okay, I'm biased here. I'm actually kind of biased. I would like to see only 3 cost echoes in this role because, in my opinion,
Yes.
3 cost echoes are so much more of a pain in the butt to roll than 4 cost. And veterans, you guys know what I'm talking about. In this game, you can basically infinitely grind 4 cost echoes because they're world bosses, right? You can just you can farm them every 2 minutes indefinitely. But 3 cost echoes, actually, there's a finite amount of these echoes that spawn in your world every single day. So what I've been doing for like the past 2 weeks is that I will farm all the echoes that I need for Gion, which is the wind elemental ones. And if I run out, then my day is done. Unless I go to a friend's world and end up farming theirs. So I've been farming the chickens, I've been farming the birds, the monkeys, and the cars for a long time. So I would actually like to see more 3 costs. But either way, I'm not complaining. 1 costs are basically useless. They're so easy to get, and they're so easy to reroll and to find because the only stat that you want is attack percentage. Exactly, and it's so easy to find.
Yeah, the problem of 3 costs is the stats variety and limited amount one day.
Yeah, and like I guess we can talk a little bit about the 3 cost echo and just why it's so much more important.
There is one thing I want to address here. I wish so now it's still random echo, right? But cost 3 or cost 4. I wish they can give us a selector to a set that only gives cost 3 of that set, like Tesserfield. That would be great.
So that way we have more control of the resources that are coming in.
Yes.
It could be a deeper quality of life change for sure. I mean, I don't really know how many people would be putting this in the suggestions just because I mean the more they give us for free, the less there is to do in game, right? So there is that element of it as well. If we're getting like kind of spoon-fed everything for free, then it kind of like takes away from our daily tasks. But I do see your point.
Yeah, but it's daily. People log in, do your daily, so you reward them day by day. That's the point of daily. You need some motivation to encourage your player to keep playing, to easier their stress about pulling, gearing up, something like that. So I think selector would be great. But yeah.
Yeah, selector and maybe just maybe if we can if we can actually choose like which, because like certain echoes spawn with certain elements. Not every single echo type is pairing up with every single element. So like Gion again for example, if there are certain echoes out there that are specific to the arrow element. So if we have that quality of life change where we can select it, it will make the max minning process a little bit quicker. Yeah, so let's talk about the data bank. Is this on me?
Yeah, your turn.
Okay. So, data bank and level cap raise. So for those of you guys that have been playing for a while, the data bank level has been capped at 20 for a while. And truth be told, the moment you get data bank level 18, 19 and 20 don't really do anything anymore. Like we've already reached that point where we're almost always getting gold echoes. The drop rates are already maxed out. Our 15 free echoes guarantees are always there. So like, what is next, right? What can we get more out of this? So after the version 1.1 update, the level cap for the data bank will be raised to level 21. After reaching level 21, all echoes dropped will be guaranteed to be 5-star rarity, aka gold. So
yes.
what I want to know is does this apply for the data merge as well? Because if it does,
yes,
that this is going to be huge.
It does.
Oh my goodness, yeah, this will be huge.
Yeah, but the point is, the drop rate is the same, 20%.
Yeah.
So
drop rate will be the same, but just no more purples. We don't have to deal with any more purples.
Yes. Okay. Uh, I think they will let you unlock level 21 and Union level 40. Yeah,
Oh,
I hope
is there a
so.
cap like that?
Yeah,
I'm actually wondering, do we need to go to like we're about to talk about Mount Firmament right now, but I'm wondering, do we actually need to complete the new echoes from Mount Firmament in order to get level 21? That's something that I'm curious about.
should be because I
Mm-hmm.
basically we have all uh, the data bank is 208, right? And the experience is less than 100. So I assuming it needs like like 250 to level
Okay.
21, I think.
Right. So we probably have to capture all the gold versions of the new echoes in Mount Firmament in order to unlock 21.
Yes,
Okay. I mean,
should be
it shouldn't
should
take that. Yeah, exactly. It should be pretty easy. Yeah.
yeah.
Especially with like all these new resources and ways to get golden echoes that they're giving us. I'm pretty sure it'll be easily doable in one sitting. No doubt in my
Hmm.
mind. But yeah,
Yeah,
but where will these new echoes be coming from? There's actually a new zone that's going to be released, and let's talk about this, Yuki. Go for it.
yeah. You found in the Mount Firmament, but but phenomenon. Echo transformation. Get ready for some fun. In
Oh
select
yes, this is
area of Mount Firmament, you can now transform into Echo Clean Band to explore the area. Stay tuned for more creative Echo puzzles and challenge in the future update. So basically, you can see the gifts they give you. Uh, Believe it. You can transform yourself into Clean Band, the little ice cube. And
yes, my
then
dream come true. Let's
yeah,
go.
become ice itself, and
Finally, finally.
and then jump into the ice wall. Basically, it's like the butterfly butterfly challenge. So you are only doing this for certain area. It's like a
Exploration.
puzzle exploration. Yes,
Yep.
but I
And
mean
just a
that cute.
super
That's cute.
Yeah, and just a super quick segue because I played a lot of different like gadget games, and we've all experienced this burnout, right? At one point or another, every
Mm,
task is the same. There's really no gameplay anymore. You go into the game, you run your dailies, that takes you maybe 3 minutes, and then we're out. But with Wuthering
yeah,
Waves, I really do like the puzzles. Maybe I'm still in that honeymoon phase, or maybe I'm a little bit
I
biased,
hate
but
it.
okay, there we go. So there are people that don't like it. I actually do enjoy the puzzles. Some puzzles are harder than others, but I like that the puzzles are not just, oh, hey, do this. It's a brainless task. There are ones that are very easy. There are ones that are actually pretty hard, and there's ones that revolves around you looking for different elements in your environment in
Yeah,
order to complete the puzzle. And to me, that's what a puzzle is, right? All the clues are right there presented in front of you, and it is up to you, the player, to figure out how it works. So I really do like that dynamic, and I like that they're adding more things that you can do in order to uncover more, unravel more clues in order to solve these puzzles. And that essentially is what this Clang Bang situation is. I don't know how I feel about that name though. That sounds a little weird to me.
uh,
Clang Bang.
In Chinese, it's called Ding Dong Dong. Like
that's
it's
that's
it's
not any better.
it's like ice cube dropping on the floor. Sounds like
Hmm. Oh gosh. Yeah,
yeah.
that's I yeah, when I saw the name, I was like,
I mean,
ugh,
it's
what in the world?
very cute.
I mean, that I guess cuteness is subjective as well, but I'm biased. I think it's cute. I'm definitely going to be transforming into that ice cube as much as I can. Uh,
It's ice cute.
oh God, yes, it's an ice cube. But also, Frosty from the stream says it's lunchtime here. Sorry, I got to lurk. Got to make some chicken nuggets for the kids and
You know,
myself. Thank you for being here, Frosty. We'll talk to you in a bit.
nice. Speaking of puzzle, the only puzzle I like so far is the Tetris.
The Tetris. Oh, the one where you like you change the shapes and then you fill it onto the board, right?
Yes. That's the only thing I want to do. The other, like pressure play, nah.
I like the ones where I like the ones where there's thorns and stuff in the field, and you have to find like explosive diamonds or like those explosive balls in order to set the thing on fire, and then that reveals another
Oh,
clue to do more. This kind of feels like
oh,
that, right?
Yeah.
This whole
Yes.
clang bang situation kind of reminds me
You
of
can
that,
you can
but a
see a
little bit more.
pressure play there.
That's right. And what I like about this system, and not just Wuthering Waves, but in all games, is that, and it changes the way that we players perceive the environment. So a
Mm.
really good example of this is if you guys played Link Between Worlds, one of the common complaints that we got from previous Zelda games is that it's very streamlined, it's very linear. But with Link Between Worlds, the fact that you can traverse on horizontal objects or you can traverse on walls, it changes the way that the player views the environment. And very much so in Wuthering Waves, this ecosystem in the mini game and discovery system, it does that same thing. It changes the way that we perceive the environment. It makes us look for different things. So I'm really excited to be doing more of this stuff because I got a lot to catch up on.
True. So let's get to next. The sixth one. Your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Sounds
Yes.
good. Number 6, other optimizations. And also, hello, Mochi. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a nice Friday. All right. So, what optimizations we got here? We removed Tacit Field Rewards collection animation. Yes.
Finally.
Yes. Finally. Holy
Finally.
crap. So for those who don't know, when you clear Tacit Fields, the game makes you like watch this 10-minute animation of like, look, all the monsters are dead. Oh, look at this beautiful tacit disc. It's just so, it was pointless. It completely, it causes weird dissonance between action and waiting to claim the reward. So, a very good comparison is actually, so Game Grumps, I forgot what's his name, Aaron Hansen, aka Ego Raptor. He made a video way back then about Legend of Zelda and how he hated the animations that preceded to uncovering the treasure. Like, yes, the first time was kind of cool. The second time is like, all right. And by the 100th time, you're just like, this is an absolute waste of time. This is exactly what that is. Like, for the first time, it's kind of cool. The third time you see it, it's like, dude, I know what this is. I've seen it before. Just give me the damn treasure. So the fact that they are acknowledging this, they're wiping that out. It's really, it's a nice quality of change to me. Not the biggest of things, but for someone that like for you and I, Yuki, for people like us that have been grinding all of our wave plates on tacit fields, this is absolutely something that will reduce the waiting time.
I usually just do, because we have to do 3 times of tacit field every day, right? So yeah, just now I spend my stamina, my wave plans to farm money, and I just wait there like a tacit field.
Yeah. Yep.
Fuck me.
Any kind of downtime in a game with like grinding or exploration, that
I'm so
is the
used to
bane
it.
yeah, it is used to, but that is also the bane of gamers, right? We hate waiting around. We hate just like, especially if the animation is useless, and we've seen it a gajillion times already. So
yeah.
But anyway, it seems like a small thing, but once you're doing this like 10 to 20 times per day, yeah, it definitely starts to get on your nerves. For sure.
Yeah, like a Souls-like boss animation. After like 10 times, you just skip it.
Yep. We've seen this already. We don't need to see this ending bit. But let's talk about what else they're doing with the optimization. So we're removing the tacit field animation. They're also lowering the amount of shell credit cost for echo leveling. I now all of a sudden I feel a little bit screwed because I've been using a lot of my shell credits on rolling echoes. I don't know if I'm gonna compensate for that money back.
Yeah, no. You won't.
Yeah, okay, so we won't get that material back. So for all intents and purposes, if you guys are watching this right now, definitely continue farming your tacit fields, but don't use them just yet. Yeah, don't use them just yet because they are going to get cheaper after the new patch drops.
Yes.
Let's
But
see here.
I don't think that changed much because it's only leveling, and you when you build out your echo from 0 to 4, aka level 25, it only costs less than 60,000. So I don't think that's a big deal. The big deal is a tuning.
Oh yeah. I mean, but in order to level your echo to 15 or 20, that costs shell credits too, right? So it's like the more you're in the re-rolling game, the more shell credits that you will use. So overall, it's basically it's gonna reduce your overall resource consumption.
Yeah, so I think so. I just want to adjust the tuning.
Yeah, but I mean, but also to be perfectly fair, I have been quite frivolous with my spendings in in-game shell credits, in terms of echoing and leveling and all that, and I still have like 3.5 some million. But however, once we hit that power creep for Union level 50, I'm sure with the number of characters that I have to level and upgrade, that amount of shell credits is going to go way down. And I'm actually really worried that I'm going to run out of resources to upgrade my 2.5 teams. So maybe this will help me out in the long run, but I've definitely forked out way too much shell credits in my journey to optimize Gion at this point.
Because less credit cost means less farming on money if needed. So you can turn that stamina into a test field.
True.
Yes.
True. Yep. More resources to do other stuff. All right, let's see the final optimization. This one is I don't know how I feel about this one. You can tell me how you feel about this, Yuki.
I don't do that challenge.
Yeah, they're simplifying the cruise wing challenge, which is the thing where you turn into a little butterfly and you fly across these hoops trying to gather coins. So they have slowed down the flying speed of the cruise wing and extended the time limit to make the challenge more manageable. In my mind, this is just a skill issue, but what are your thoughts on this, Yuki?
I have a skill issue, so I'm not doing that. But with this update, I could, because free chest is free chest.
Right.
Right. I am the one with skill issue. Sorry.
So you're saying that this is a good change?
Yes, it's a good change if I can do all the challenge easily, because that thing is I tried it once or twice and it was ass.
It was ass.
Yes.
I will say though, instead of what I felt like they should have done, instead of making the mini game easier to compensate for the skill issue, what I would have rather seen from the dev team is for them to fix the fluidity of their camera change and the camera angles, because this is something that actually bugs me a lot in boss fights.
Exactly.
Yeah, but and the same thing with this cruise wing challenge, right? I don't think the matter is how hard the cruise wing is to control. It's a matter of how hard it is to control the camera, because the camera is so sluggish. I can't make these corners. I can't turn the camera that quickly. So they address this by slowing down your movement speed, which kind of addresses the same issue. But I truly believe that the bigger issue at hand here is actually figuring out how to optimize their camera angles. What do you think about this?
Yes, the camera sensitivity is too high.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little
bit janky.
Yeah, even I set to 50. When I going that challenge, it's just like 200. it's like I'm playing Osu now.
A little bit.
Yes, it's just, oh my god, what's this? Speedrun.
Yeah. But in the immediate moment, I suppose this is an acceptable fix. And just like you said, like these are mini games that people play maybe once or twice. You know, once we do it, we don't really care about it anymore. So whatever, a fix is a fix. But it's all about making that, like, to getting these events and getting these rewards a little bit easier. But on the topic of getting more rewards, let's talk about the next bit. And Yuki, you can take this.
Okay.
Talk about the new events and rewards.
The next is event and other rewards. Guys, congratulations! We have a new Depths of Elusive round content called Dreams Ablaze in Darkness with Rising. That's the name. Dream Ablaze in Darkness. And then this will with Rise event rewards. In version 1.1, we will be introducing a new roguelike event called Dream Ablaze in Darkness, along with new mechanics such as tokens, symphony rank, and different I don't know, tuning available for you to create your own powerful build. Furthermore, the total event rewards will be increased to 100 extras. Let me spoil it a bit. The final boss this season is Scar. And
is it actually?
Yes, and basically the roguelike maze we saw is burned down by Scar.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And they will add 4 new Resonator to play in roguelike, like Jinxi, Changli, of course, and then Genshin and Sanhua. so you
Oh,
can
really?
play
Why?
your
Why?
turtle Genshin.
What? Why would they include Genshin and Sanhua in this? I don't get it. That's a little weird.
I don't know. Don't ask me. I just yeah.
That is a little bit weird, but hey, well, I'm down for new events. I like the roguelike modes. I think rogue modes in most games is fun. It keeps a fresh
Yeah,
perspective.
it's
It gives
it's actually
replayability.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's actually fun.
it definitely makes it more interesting regarding your grind, because like we said, right, if you come into the game and every single time you play the game it's the same cookie cutter daily task, you're doing the same thing based on muscle memory. This roguelike mode changes things up, and it keeps that gameplay experience fresh, because there's certain ways that I can't play Gion in the main world, but when I go to this roguelike mode and I get all these weird buffs, I can dunk on enemies twice with my dragon, or I can jump 3 times.
Yeah.
Like that makes the gameplay experience really fun and cool.
Infinite Giant's dragon without any build up.
Just spam
Infinite.
ulti on people nonstop.
Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
You know,
Like dunking on
I was
enemies and everything.
doing this season's difficulty 3 only because it has GN, and that is just easy.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you for the Uhu redeem, AC.
Okay.
Oh man, 1,000 asteroids. I completely missed that. So furthermore, the total event. Okay, so basically they're just buffing the amount of asteroids we can get.
Yes,
Into
I
the polls.
think
Okay.
the tuner quality is tuner quantity is the same. I think, and others.
Okay.
They didn't mention it, but I think so. So the
Hey,
next,
I mean, yeah,
next-
I need to pad my asteroids from my Camilla pulling addiction. So yeah, more is welcome. Thank you. Give me all that shit.
wait. You mean Camellia? But did you say you want you want her to be Glacial?
I do want her to be glacial, but at this point, I'm gonna bring her back no matter what.
Okay. A scene, I guess. Okay, the next event, your turn.
All right. New area exploration event and Mount Firmament area events. In order to help everyone's experience become better in the new Mount Firmament area, we prepared 2 exclusive area events for you. The area exploration event, Tales from Mount Firmament, and the photo collection event, Traces of Mount Firmament. I don't know how I feel about that one. Complete these events to earn up to 800 asteroids, premium resonance pots, and premium sealed tubes, and more. I want all of those things. I want more asteroids, I want more resonance pots, and I want more sealed tubes, aka resonance, aka echo experience. So all those things are good to me, but I will say it's not that I'm not a fan. I just don't really care too much about the photo collection events. I mean, it's kind of weird to me, but either way, like a more guided approach to helping the character explore the open world is not
Yes.
necessarily a bad thing. But
Yeah.
for me, this is my personal bias and take on this. When I get thrown into an open world RPG game, I kind of like being lost. You know, I kind of like that. I kind
I
of like
can
that
get
element
that.
of being thrown into a world without a map. And like kind of like Dark Souls, right? You get thrown into a world and everything is just based on you and how you explore. So I mean, this is like a tiny complaint, a small gripe. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be people that love it. So if you love this, all the power to you. But for the most part, hand holding and open world RPGs, it's kind of a mixed bag. I can see some people liking it, and I can see some people having problems with it.
Yeah, I mean, Astra is Astra. It's just a small event.
Yeah,
Because
800.
in main story, which we will talk it later, I think it already leading you to look to view the mountain thing. So yeah, it's not a hand to hand that much, I think.
Yeah, it's also I still haven't completed all the photo things in my current gameplay. I'm definitely bouncing around, slacking a little bit. I used to be quite in that completionist mindset, like, oh, I gotta find every single treasure, I gotta find all these viewpoints and collect all this. Okay, sure, but
Gonna
now I'm
get
just like,
on
you know what?
all.
Yeah, just throw me into the world. I will come across these chests and these quests as I'm farming for my thing, and when I come across them, it's actually a delight. Right? It's like, oh, I'm just farming my chickens and farming my cars, but bam, there's a chest there. Oh, there's a viewpoint there, or there is a quest there that I haven't done yet. that to me keeps the daily gameplay experience fresh. So again,
Yeah.
I know I'm ranting here about the whole guided approach, but yes, the guidance is good if you want to be a completionist, but it also contributes to the burnout phase a little bit more quickly, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh,
Hot
next
take.
one.
But anyway, Yuki, takeaway number 3. Let's go.
Yeah, number 3, increase convene item version exchange limit in the item exchange. I'm not saying that. Store. As of version 1.1, you may redeem up to 7 of each of the following convene items:
Let's go.
the pick-out character, the pick-out weapon, and the standard banner in the store. So it was 6. It's now 7. I mean, a pull is a pull, but it's only a pull, you know?
I mean, I'm not going to complain about more free stuff. Personally, for me, I think the oscillated corals, that's the second one, right? That's not the one that you get from pulls. So for
It's
me
the
personally,
normal coral.
Yeah, the normal one. So I've already bought like everything there is to buy. The only thing I can do now is fork out my oscillated coral stones at an infinite supply of shell credits, which I do not need, at least not right now. So anything else, literally anything else that I can spend my corals on, to me is a plus.
Can we exchange tuner in that store? I don't think so.
Tuners. No, not on that one. You can exchange tuners for the resources that you get for killing the holograms, which also is completely useless because like it was blue and purple, right? But now we have something to actually spend it on.
Yeah, and hologram is hard as hell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Had a field day with the new holograms that are coming out for sure.
So the next event, yeah, your turn.
Sure. Now, other preview of special events. Besides the optimization and tweaks we just mentioned above, version 1.1 will also be bringing a bunch of other cool events your way. The 7-day login event, aka the Gifts of Celestial Light, the featured commission event, the Lolo campaign, and also the featured combat event called the Tactical Simulacra, the leveling material double drop event, the Aftersound Abundance, and the Echo double drop event, the Cord Cleansing. I think we have that right now, actually.
Yes.
And so on. So stay tuned for our official announcement for more event details. So basically, more efficient ways for us to spend our wave plates. I'm all for it. Give me more. I'm not going to complain about getting more.
So let me exchange what this event means. I think the first one, the 7-day login event, they will give us this event in every patch, I think. And then and it's 5 pulls for up pick out character and 5 pulls for standard banner if not changed.
Okay.
And the
so 5
second
pulls of each. Okay.
Yeah. Now weapon. And the second event, Lolo campaign, is like a gacha in the game. Then it gives you materials, and that's it.
Just
And,
like the upgrade materials.
Yes. Yeah. And some money, I think. You just log in and do something, and it will give you a lotus, the spinning wheel.
Yeah, I actually hope that they give us a little bit of a change in flavor in terms of the dailies, because right now you guys probably know about this. Sometimes it's like a random roll. Sometimes you get cool ones and sometimes you get really annoying ones. One of the most annoying ones right now is like, oh hey, upgrade 1 level for any echo, or upgrade any 1 level for any resonator, or for 1 weapon. I'm really not a fan of this. Because I like to hoard resources. You know, I really don't want to put experience points and resources into characters or weapons or echoes that I don't plan to use. So the fact that the game is kind of like pushing this upon us, it's not my favorite system, to be honest. And I know where it comes from. It comes from the previous gacha games, right? There is a little bit of we can call it cookie cutter, or we can call it inspiration. Inspiration from other gacha games that we're gonna upgrade a character. And I get it, the game wants to encourage you to get better every single day, but it sounds good in theory, but in practice that is not what really happens.
Yeah, I think they are adding it late in version 1.1 as well, but that's the next patch notes. So yeah, let me keep explaining. The third event is called Tactical Simulacrum. Basically, it's a boss rush. You will find 6 boss.
Let's go. Yeah,
and
awesome.
You will earn scores throughout the boss fight, and then you're just like the the alloy event this time. You will get rewards by your scores.
Yeah. Do you know how many teams we can be bringing into this?
I think it's one team 6 boss rush.
One team 6. Oh,
yeah,
damn.
you just
so
use
actually,
one team and kill 6 boss.
That's super cool. So, okay, so guys, so one of the things that we've been playing this game in terms of team building is that the game has taught us to build 3 different teams. Why? For the Tower of Adversity, right?
Yes.
But this actually changes the scope of things because now we're not just making a team where there's 1 DPS, 1 sub DPS, and 1 support, because that is basically the meta up until this point. However, with the introduction of Tactical Simulacrum, if they want us to bring 1 team to deal with 6 different bosses, you can no longer use a fully lightning team or a wind team, kind of like the ones that I have set up, right? Because now you are actually encouraged to have DPSs of different elements in 1 team. So I really do like the way that the game is changing up the builds. So now it's much more rewarding for me as a player to build characters, to build different DPSs of different elements. Because before, honestly, I was just building 1 main DPS for 1 element, and then I would just kind of like half-ass my supports for that element, and then I would move on. But now the game is actually rewarding us for taking different elements of different heroes to the max. So this is something that I can definitely see on myself playing. I can definitely see like a Gion or like a Kelcharo or like an Encore together, something like that.
Spoiler alert, it has monkeys, Memphis, Clownless, riders.
Yeah, monkeys is that monkey is basically the bane of my existence. So I'm definitely gonna need another elemental DPS to cover that.
Basically, all the open world boss in there, 6 in there.
Oh man, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I hate these things, but I don't think they will be hard as hologram. I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, if everything was like the same difficulty as
I'm not doing that.
We gotta. But I will say though, I think once we get to Union level 50, Yuki, I think the power creep will also make us significantly stronger. Maybe.
I think the mechanic is the biggest problem in hologram.
What do you mean by mechanic?
Small monkeys, and Moni X Light Blade and the summons shadow.
Yeah.
For methods and so on. I hate these things.
I hate those monkeys.
Yes.
Like you're trying to dodge your attacks, you're doing your thing, and then like blue monkeys just come out of nowhere and throw like 10 coconuts at you. It's like, what the hell? Like,
yeah, I hate that mechanic. So if their mechanics is not hard as the hologram, I'm fine. And
I don't think it's gonna be as difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, and the leveling material double draw and echo double draw should be in every patch's end, near end. So it serve as a filter to connect with next patch's polling and building to let you prepare.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I like the cyclical rotation that we do, because like right now for us, we basically farm the materials in order to ascend our characters to the next class. We farm the weapon mats, we farm the EXP mats, and then it's like, then what? Then we're just doing nothing but farming tacit fields all day. So this actually, you're right, Yuki. This prepares us. It gives us a reason to actually make better use of our wave plates. And then it's not just for experience, it's not just for materials, it's actually to set up for the next patch, because new stuff is on the way. So we want more materials to prepare for that. It's an indirect way that the devs are helping us prepare for the next patch, which is a guidance system that I actually really do like. Oh god, next map exploration.
Yes.
This is a huge part for me. Holy crap. So if you guys have been to that ice bug channel or whatever, like there's a section on the map right now where there's a boss and it's like this weird ice one. That specific cave, there's like 3 or 4 different levels, and the map only shows one tier. It is so it is so difficult to navigate. I remember when I was looking for that, there was one resonance beacon or nexus that I just could not find, and that was honestly driving me nuts.
But with the change, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
But with this new change that's coming out now, this is going to streamline all of that. So what is it? The new Mount Firmament layered map system. So due to the complexity of version 1.1's new map, Mount Firmament, we've added a new layered map feature to the area in order to help you better explore. You can now switch between different layers on the map for more detailed exploration guidance. And due to the volume of work involved in creating a layered map for all areas, the layered map for other areas in Jinzhou will be released in future updates. So it's not going to be applicable to the whole ice boss that we were just talking about, but at least moving forward, this is not a trouble that we will have to experience again, because this was definitely one thing that bugged a lot of players.
Yeah, this could also work in a place that Memphis, you know, the birds and Memphis, that mountain.
Yes. Yeah, you have to go down that tunnel, right?
Yeah, that is as well, but not that as luminous.
Yeah, the ice boss is just, oh man, it's so difficult to find. But yeah, like once you find the teleportation spot, the beacon, it's like it's kind of okay, but for new players, it can definitely be something that's not the most enjoyable.
Yeah. That two teleports are the different caves, and they are not the same caves. Oh.
Yep.
So confusing.
I don't know if I need to explore from the top of the mountain. I don't know if I got to come from the city that's northwest of it. I don't know if I have to explore from the cave that's south of it. So it's very unintuitive. You just have to go everywhere. So yeah.
Yeah. The next progress is new area quest progress. After version 1.1 update, you will be able to track your progress on exploration quests for the current area via map. Exploration progress. Okay, so it helps with your exploration, but I think not really needed, but fine, I will take it. Because it has many blue quests that I don't care.
Wait, so what does this mean exactly? This just means that like if you're doing an exploration quest and then you decide to go do something else, like you can come back to it and then you can still track your progress. Is that the only major change?
No, it means whether you are complete or not. That's it.
Yeah, I don't actually see what what's the point of this? Oh, it breaks it down into steps. I guess is what it is.
Yes.
I see.
If you want
100%,
that is.
Got it. Okay. So a small quality of life change. All right. Expanded detection range on Loot Mapper. I actually really like this one. I don't use it.
So
you don't? Okay. All right. Fair enough. But for those of you guys that do want to find everything, to make it easier for players to track and find undiscovered supply chests nearby on the map, we will be expanding the detection radius of the Loot Mapper after version 1.1. You can use this in order to deploy the Loot Mapper through the utility wheel in order to search for supply chests. So basically, right now, if we go to the overworld, we can place something called the Loot Mapper, which is like a radar, right? And then if you place it on the map, it creates a circle. It creates a circle on the map, and all the treasure chests, or supposedly all the treasure chests that appear, will appear on that little circle. So basically, they're going to make that circle even bigger. But I will say, I don't know if this is addressed, but you know those whenever you drop a Loot Mapper, sometimes it doesn't reveal all the treasure chests. There's actually chests that are locked behind quests, or chests that are locked behind like a wall that you got to blow up. And for whatever reason, the Loot Mapper actually doesn't show that. So in addition to a larger radius, I would very much so appreciate if this can actually be changed, because it seems like there's a lot of information being missing there.
They haven't fixed that.
Yeah. But you know what I'm talking about, right? Like the blue and purple, those like crystals, like, and there's different quests that you gotta complete. You have to shoot certain things. Like, yeah, none of those chests appear, which is a little bit strange, but I feel like the Loot Mapper should be should be able to do that, or there should be another system like a quest mapper or something that will allow us to identify these things just for the completionists out there.
Yeah, if the chest is locked, the loot mapper won't show it. Yeah. So, whatever. So, next is quest and gallery system. 1. New Resonator gallery feature. After the version 1.1 update, you can check all the Resonator you have unlocked and their unlock time in Gallery Crossing Star. The problem is, can I see the Resonator that I haven't unlocked? I think so.
Maybe like a censored or grayed out version without the ability to tap in.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
So then,
Yeah.
if like we doing like version 1.0 podcast when we talking about character, we don't just oh you have it, oh I don't, and we can just open that gallery.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, if at the end of the day, if you really wanted to do that, you can always just Google it, right? There's nothing stopping us from doing that.
True. Yes.
Yeah, you can find anything that you want on the internet.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, next.
Oh my God, really? New story dialogue. Oh, for the love of God. I don't want to get into my whole spiel about the voice acting in this game. So let's just get right into it. After the version 1.1 update, just the English version. After the version 1.1 update, you can check all dialogues of completed main quests and companion stories in the gallery from the main story. I think this is pretty cool. I think this is something that it's going to help content creators a lot.
Yeah, so it does.
People that are making YouTube videos or people that want to take like sound bites in order to insert in their videos. This is it's a really good quality of life change for content creators. But in terms of like just like a player in the game, if you're not looking to create content, I don't think too many people will actually come back to listen to this. But it is what it is, I suppose.
I mean, to be fair, it's not just this game; it's every game. Not many people care about story, to be honest. Me included.
You know what's funny is that when I first started playing this game, because of the whole Yang Yang, Chisha, and Rover situation in English, like that actually pushed me to skip a lot of the story. But at one point, like when it went into the Scar and the Camilla segment, I started to play all the cutscenes that had voice acting. So through that, I actually got to love the story a lot more. So for me, I guess in that situation, for someone like me that rage skipped all the cutscenes at the beginning, this does allow me to go back and to catch up on the story that I missed. But to be very honest, the whole point of this is to allow content creators to go on YouTube to summarize the story for us. So for all intents and purposes, I can always go on YouTube to figure out the story. I don't need this in order to storytell back, but it is there if you guys want it.
Yeah, you know, there is many content creators that only create storytelling. And that's good.
Yeah, like honestly, okay. Case in point, Yuki. Just give me all this shit. Let me copy and paste every single one of these dialogue, and let me Ice make an audiobook of Wuthering Waves. I can do that now. I can actually do that now, right?
I don't want.
It's gonna take me 50 hours, but I can do that now if I wanted to.
Then
Wuthering Waves, the audiobook.
You gonna spell Huanglong and Jinzhou?
No, hell no. I'm gonna say it the Western way. I would be exemplifying all the problems I have with Yang Yang and Chisha if I started saying blah 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 Yang. No. You will not get that from me. No, zero shot. Not happening.
Sorry. I will though.
You're good.
Because I cannot speak like a Western.
Yeah. It's okay. I'll be giving you the raw Americanized version, everybody.
So the next one, level requirement lower for some main quests. So far, I think they adjust it for newbie, for the story gallery, I think, and also for the later level requirement of some main quests, because now it's Act 6, if I remember correctly, is level 21. So the Act 7 will be level 25 in that case. It will be a little bit too long for newbie. So to unlock the late game content early for all players, we will lower the level requirement for some main quests after version 1.1 update. The requirement to unlock main quest chapter 1 act 4 will be lowered from Union level 14 to Union level 11. Main quest chapter Main quest chapter 1 act 5 and act 6 will become available once the preceding chapter quests are complete. So basically you can now have a level 30 rover havoc in that sense.
Yeah, and I think this actually just complements the entire thing about proceeding the questing and the storing a little bit quicker, because between this of lowering requirements combined with the additional Union EXP that we get from databanks, this is just going to make us be able to access these quests a little bit faster. So it's like a double whammy, right? It's yes. Affecting on both ends, which is good.
Yeah. Also, new player can play Rover Havoc faster, earlier.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like a lot of people give like Spectral Rover a lot of smack talk, but I don't think it's too bad. I think the burst damage coming from Spectral Rover is still kind of cool, but anyway, that's a different topic.
Yeah. Change my mind.
I wish I can change my mind about choosing the male rover. Holy crap! I'm so sad about that.
Okay, next, your turn.
Number 4. More number and types of guidebook activity point quests. So we've heard your feedback about the limited ways to earn guidebook activity points. Oh, this is exactly what I was just talking about.
Yes.
So, with the version 1.1 update, we will be increasing the variety and number of daily activity point tasks. We hope these changes make the quest a little bit more enjoyable for you. So this goes back to what we were saying before. We don't want to spend like a currency and resources to upgrade weapons or echoes or resonators that we don't care about. So hopefully with more additions, it's going to make it a little bit more enjoyable and less on the useless material spending side of things.
Yeah, the biggest problem for me for daily is when I do all the things about clearing Tesla field, fighting, ulting, and even leveling, I still have like 80 points, and I gonna do cooking,
synthesis,
crafting, etc. I don't like that. Yeah,
I craft it anyway, but I like to cook. That's me. I like to go to the kitchen and just browse all those items.
Yeah,
and
they can give me like walking 100 miles like that on the open world. So I can
travel distance.
Yeah, I can get points while I hunting for echoes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea. These new things that it enriches the daily quest farming experience, right?
Yeah.
Because like we said before, there's nothing worse than like Burnout and gacha games where you literally log in, you do the same cookie cutter, like copy and paste repeat. You do the same thing every single day, and it kind of sucks, right? I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only person that experienced this. Exactly, it's happening to the other game I'm playing right now, but we shall not talk about that.
Stop. Sorry.
No, we just pulled Katya the Queen, so that's going to be changing for a little bit more. But for the past month, that same burnout and fatigue was affecting me in the very same way. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that is no break. Auto's career. So,
I'm still gonna be streaming it. I just pulled my perma main, so so I'm happy. We'll be going to that on another stream. But let's talk about some new combat style tags.
Yeah,
I actually I didn't read this part.
Yeah, about the other experience optimizations. there will be new combat style text. With the version 1.1 update, we are introducing combat style text to categorize the combat mechanic. That's a lot of words. Of different resonators. We hope this will help you better understand each resonator's core combat style. So we have a filter, which is like a support, healer, min DPS, using liberation, deal damage, using skills, deal damage, air, wind, fire, etc. So basically, you can build out your team by, if you are GM, you can just select heavy attack damage and min DPS, support and healer, and you will get all the pieces you need, basically.
Yep. This also makes like theory crafting and team building a little bit more quicker and streamlined. So instead of consulting every single YouTube video that exists on the face of the earth, let's say I have a Mortefi, I know Mortefi buffs heavy attacks. I can go to this filter and I can choose all the characters that prioritizes heavy attack damage. So that way it just allows me to do the research inside the game. And that's another quality of life buff. It is an immersion tactic for games to kind of keep you inside. Like, yes, it's kind of cool if we can go to the internet to do our data mining and all that stuff, but if we have the tools all available in the game to help us theory craft and the team build, that in a sense makes it makes it stick a little bit better, and it makes that immersifying experience a little bit better as well.
Yeah, by the way, did you notice there is 2 heavy attack damage, 2 basic attack damage?
Basic attack.
2 liberation.
Yeah, this is a buggy screenshot. I'm not the best. Well, I'm sure somebody is gonna complain about this, and this was definitely gonna get fixed.
Yeah, I wish I don't need 2 heavy attack damage to tell me what heavy attack damage I deal.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a mistake.
Okay.
All right, new chat system style, huh? I swear, did this page update since I last checked it? Because I never seen any of this stuff. Anyway, to make the chat system easier to use during gameplay, the chat box will be displayed at a half screen height after the version 1.1 update. I never even figured that this was a problem.
Just use Discord.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have friends in the game. It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Just use voice chat or Discord.
But we have a friend in Discord, right?
Oh man, this next one is huge though. Holy crap.
Yeah, the next one is control mode interaction optimizations. I hate that word. 1. Add a new camera adjustment setting for control mode. You can now invert the horizontal and vertical camera control under setting controls. PC, please. Mouse keyboard, please. 2. Change the controller mode shortcut key. Open chat is now open map. Oh yeah, I found that the last time I did podcast with my Chinese friend. They're using controller and they did mention about this. Yeah, so now it's an open map, not chat, because we don't need chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised they don't have like button remapping available for controller support.
They do. It is.
Mm-hmm.
But default one is default one. Okay. Yeah. Enable key remapping for certain buttons on Sony PlayStation controllers, making it consist with the remapping option available for Xbox controllers. Yeah, they did mention PlayStation controller is worse than Xbox controller. It doesn't work. Oh no, the other way. Xbox doesn't work.
That's interesting. Is I actually started playing Wuthering Waves using controller, and then about half an hour in, I was like, you know what, I can't do this. And the reason why I couldn't is because I have one of those pilot brains, right? I'm apparently in some parallel universe I was meant to be a pilot, but basically in my brain, down for camera angles, down means up and left means right. So because of the way
Why?
my brain works, I was yeah. So because of the way my brain is
I-
wired, it messed with me so much. I can't control the angle of the camera to the way that I wanted. So because of that, I actually came back to the keyboard. But now my muscle memory has adhered to the keyboard gameplay. But I can imagine for a lot of players out there that like playing combat games, especially high octane, very fast paced combat games like Wuthering Waves, controller support is absolutely paramount. And this is something that I actually complained to the team on the first week of launch. So I'm happy that they're finally doing this. But to be very honest, I think this is a little bit delayed. I feel like this could have came a lot earlier. It definitely would have been helpful if this came a lot earlier.
Yeah.
Same with mobile support. I know I know a lot of my friends. Starlight in the audience there. She had a lot of initial issues playing the game due to mobile support. And I know my other friend Isle wanted to play this, and he had the whole situation with the controller as well. So yeah, between mobile optimization and the whole camera optimization through controller, this is something I'm glad it's here now. But absolutely, if this came a little bit earlier, there may have been a little bit smoother of an onboarding process for Wuthering Waves players.
Speaking of mobile, I think let's say controller now supports in mobile ends. I think, but they didn't mention it now here.
Sorry, I just gotta address this. Yo, thank you, Isle. Let's go. Optimize these nuts. Dude, thank you for the 7 months, man. Holy crap. Actually, I don't know if that was 7 or... holy crap, that is 7. Damn!
Nice.
Isle Marauder. Marauder tech support with the 7 months. That is my man right there. The guy that was talking about the controller. There he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Isle. Thank you. But I think it is time for us to finally go to the characters.
Yeah,
and on that note, just to wrap up this, well, we're actually we have a very special clip that Yuki has prepared for you guys to kind of segue this section. But why don't we do this? Let's play the clip, and then we will go on to the characters that Yuki really wants to talk about. What do you guys think?
We can go back to the second patch note again, and then we talk about character there.
All right, sounds good. So we'll go ahead and talk about the characters upcoming. But before we do that, just take a second and enjoy this clip. I'm gonna play it now on my end. All right.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God.
Look how gorgeous she is.
God damn.
And my wife.
Oh my God. Oh my God. She sounds so hot.
True. That's my wife.
Hey, yo. Yes. Lean in and seductively smile at the camera some more, please, Changli. Holy crap. So yeah, so for those who don't know, there's somebody coming on June 28th. God damn.
Yeah.
Oh man, so in addition to the patch that's dropping, of course, you guys just saw 2 absolute bombshell characters that have been hinted at for a long time are finally coming to Wuthering Waves, and that is our dear magistrate Jin Si and her right-hand woman Changli. Damn. I'm actually gonna skip the Mount Firmament part, and let's just take a second to admire the beauty that is Jin Si. But I know you're a little bit more excited to talk about the next character here. So do you want to talk about Jin Si, or do you want to talk about Changli first?
We can talk about Jin Si first, and then
Sure.
got a spicy gameplay Changli video for you.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, we can talk about Jin Si now. By the way, I just have some drink in the meanwhile.
No problem. But like, okay, so personally for myself, when Jin Si first got announced, based on her colors, I thought she was going to be Arrow or like some kind of wind support. And based on her hair, based on her hair, I thought she was going to be Ice Elemental, but no, it turns out she's none of those things. Sag. She's going to be a Spectro, very Sag, but she is going to be a Spectro character. There's been speculations thinking that she's going to be the top tier main DPS, or maybe she's going to be a support character. I'm actually not too sure about that yet, but I think Yuki, you know a little bit more about this than I do. So why don't you chime in here?
Let me quick review about Jinxi. She's a spectral broadsword character, but so far we don't have a spectral support specifically for spectral. But her design is whenever her teammates do damage, that damage is applied a buff to Jinxi, and then when Jinxi is on the field, she will use all the stacks, all the buffs to burst a skill attack. So basically, her best teammate is Yinling, Yuanwu, and Motorfi, and so on.
And every character that we don't use, right?
I mean, you use Motorfi.
Yeah, but Mortifi has a permanent spot on my GN team. So
yeah,
this is exactly why. As much as I love her design, as much as she synergizes with the whole dragon thing, like Jion's got a dragon, Jinxi's got a dragon.
Just teach Kokoro.
I just can't fit her in the team so sadly. But I don't know. I feel like I will be skipping her. Are you going to be pulling for her?
No, I won't. Because
I wonder why.
it's like Jinxi's mechanic is like assist attack.
Yeah.
Just random bullshit go.
Random bullshit.
Yeah, her style is like that. Just deal every damage you can and then burst.
Sounds like Cherno actually. But hey,
kind of, but not really.
Yeah, I mean, but I know. So I guess both of us will be skipping the Jinxi banner. Not throwing shade at her, just saying with our team compositions. So Yuki plays fire, I play wind. It really doesn't synergize with our kit and their characters that we have going on. But hey, if you guys want to build, a Spectro team, you guys have the characters and you're maining them already, then Jinxi is she's gonna be a pretty big deal. She's going to be a pretty big deal in that regard.
She's not really a spectral team. She's more like a multi-elements team for assist attack. Yeah, because her buffs has a limit, which is you can only gain one buff per 3 seconds for same elements. So, for example, if you if you play Jinxi with Verena, they can only stack one buff per 3 seconds because they are both spectral.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why I think
yeah. No, I was just gonna say, I think like as the game goes on, Jinxi is one of those characters that will enable other 4 stars and other 5 stars that are currently off meta or underutilized. So
yeah,
it's like a bridging character. I don't think it's a meta defining character, but it's definitely a character that will bring another quality of life for players that haven't been able to pull like the top DPS or whatever. She is going to actually enable more of those other characters, giving more of these side characters a little bit more action. So overall, I think it's okay. Definitely not a pull for everyone, but hey, to each their own. And that dragon and her character design is just so damn cool.
She has many potential as Wuthering Wave's gameplay structure.
For sure. But hey, if you're like us and you won't be pulling for Jinxi, then the reason for that may be because you guys are saving up for this next character. And I know this is Yuki for sure is going to be spending her life savings on
Mommy.
Yes. Mommy. Holy crap.
No, I mean my wife.
But also because you do play Encore, Fire Elemental. She's perfect for you. She's actually perfect for your team.
Yeah, Charlie.
Let's talk about why.
Charlie's ultra skill is buffing your next resonator 25% fusion damage and 20% liberation damage. So Encore doesn't buff by the liberation damage because the change between Kokoro and Chun-Li as well. So you 25% fusion is fusion.
Yeah, 25% fusion is going to be pretty much the best elemental buff that she can get at this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But
Also,
also, she's cool as hell on her own.
yeah. Also, her play style can match Uncle's play pattern very well, because Uncle is basically you you build up and then burst and build up burst. Chun-Li can match with that build up time.
Yeah, and Chang-Li right now is at least based on the beta screen footage that we've seen, she is one of the few characters that has a decent mobility in aerial combat. So for most characters with a melee weapon right now, what they do is they jump up into the air and they slam the ground, right? Or maybe you cast a
Yeah.
skill in between, but usually is jump into the air, you do some attacks and you slam the ground. Or if you're a gunner, then you can kind of stay afloat and shoot some bullets. But Chang-Li has like a whole kit around beating the hell out of her opponents in the air, and it looks so damn cool.
Jinshi has that as well.
Who's Jinxie again? Oh, sorry. Jinxie, sorry. I already forgot about her.
Yeah, they both aerial attack. If you want to.
Yeah, it seems the game wants to add more aerial combos into the mix up, which is kind of good. Yeah, it gives more customization. It gives room for more flashy combos as well.
Yeah, exactly. So, you ready for the gameplay?
Yeah, you can play it on your end, but we have the weapons here, and I think that is basically it, right? Oh my god, that looks so cool. Oh my gosh, that looks so beautiful.
I can, or just you open my stream because I'm playing. I can play on stream. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
So.
Whoa. Okay.
It should be delayed 3 minutes or so, but it's fine.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
This right here is Chang-Li, right?
Yes.
Oh,
it's a little bit blurry, but yeah.
Let me just mute myself. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I got it. Thanks, Al. Oh man, dude. She can that thing that she does with the oh my god. Sorry. That thing that she does with the claws, it kind of reminds me of Yunlin's ulti.
Yeah. That's her empower.
Oh, Phoenix, that's so sick.
That's her empower heavy attack.
Sheesh.
So cool, right?
Yeah, she's badass. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess that does give you some motivation for pulling her, right?
I mean, I still don't think that I'm gonna be pulling for her. I still think I'm gonna hold my stack for Camilla. Nice, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. When she comes, like, screw it, forget everything I just said. Take my credit card. Just max swipe this shit.
I mean, many people are motivated. How you say that? Motivation. Motivate.
Oh, motivated.
Yeah. Many people are motivated. So
oh man. These weapons are damn cool.
Yeah, let's keep going. The next is feature weapon convene Edge of Harvest. Sorry, this is Jinshi's weapon. It looks cool, right?
It's my weapon now.
Ooh, but
so
it gives skill damage, not heavy attack.
It's fine. I just want this in my studio. I just want to hang it up on the wall. That looks gorgeous.
Ooh, good take.
Yes. Isle, we're gonna need you to make an RWA version of this sword. Go ahead and mail it over to me, and yeah, we'll frame it out. We'll frame it in the studio. Oh, that sword looks so damn good. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Honestly, I might just pull for the weapon and not the character. Straight up.
that could work. And the next, Chun-Li's sword is Blazing Brilliance.
God, that looks sexy as hell too.
I don't like it though. A little bit bland design.
Really?
Yeah.
It reminds me of shoot, what's it called in Chinese? As it was like Qilin or something. It's
Oh.
from like Feng Yun, you know?
Yeah. I can see that.
Hua Qilin. Yeah, that was like, holy crap, that looks so good.
The sword blade itself is cool, but compared to Jinxi's blade sword, it's a little bit boring.
Yeah, Jinxi's her weapon definitely is it's pretty up there. It's probably the best looking sword that we've seen in the game thus far.
It's more flashy.
Yeah. It's got that
I like the color though. The color is fine.
Yeah, it matches her. It matches her persona. It matches her build and everything.
Yeah.
But again, yeah, for me, I think I don't think I'll be getting the Blazing Brilliance. This one possibly. Ages of Harvest possibly, but I just don't see myself. I don't have a character unless I randomly pull Cheng-Li by sheer luck. I don't think I'll be going for this. I just don't have any other character that can utilize this. Like what? There's Rover. There's Danjin. Sanhua will never use this sword, so for me, I think it's probably a skip. But yeah. But if you want to pull for Cheng-Li, then you got to get this.
Me too, though, because I will be using standard 5-star sword for crit rate, or else my crit rate is 33%.
Oh, the 5-star, yeah, exactly. Yeah, lots of things to think about, but. Damn, that's how they get you, man. They make these cool ass looking weapons. It's like, hey, you want to spend your money on this?
Yeah. Oh, next, your turn.
Oh well, main quest chapter. So we basically finished off at 6, and this is just the extension of the story. Without too many spoilers, we'll just read on. But yeah, the deity that commands time, the deity that brings blessings. Now it is time to face them. So if you guys have been following with the story, it is the dragon deity of Jinzhou, aka Jue. Am I pronouncing it properly here? Jue?
Yes, you are right.
Yeah, so not only is it...
I thought you will become like a Western.
That's the thing. I don't actually know how to pronounce that Western because like it's the E has has an asterisk or like an umlaut over it. So I don't know.
They say
it is the dragon boss.
Jue.
Say it like Yang Yang? No, I'm not gonna say it like Yang Yang.
Yeah, that's so funny when I heard Jue.
Jue. It's like, oh, the deity that commands time. This is my friend Jue. I'm like,
just Jue, please, just Jue.
Yes, this is my friend Yang Yang. Oh my god, it feels so weird to hear myself say that.
Bad.
Anyway,
so basically we're fighting the boss itself, the city lord.
Oh right.
Itself.
Right. And it's gonna be it's most likely going to be an additional overworld boss. And we have confirmation because there's new material requirements. Most likely from Jinxi and Cheng-Li, they will require whatever materials drops from Jue. So
yes,
it's going to be one of those things where you have three runs per week to farm. So yeah, just make sure you guys know that, and it's definitely something that we will have to be doing runs on in the future.
Yeah, I'm just scared that this fight will be a mess because Jue is high sky. So the camera, oh my god.
Yeah, that goes back to the other issue, the whole camera angle situation.
Yeah, I don't wanna think about it.
This needs to be addressed between like the bird, is it ox or something? I forgot what it's called. The mirror between that bird and then in this dragon boss, there definitely needs to be something addressed to the camera because they have this move where they go into the sky, and unless you know the pattern by sound cue or you've played the boss like a gajillion times, it's very difficult to dodge their incoming attacks. You can't actually see when they're landing on your head. So
yes.
Different optimizations on camera will be helpful, but I do think this is something that the team will do in the next patch, if not secretly addressing this already for 1.1.
Yeah, I don't wanna guess what boss doing.
Hmm.
Please. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like blind
Anyway.
spots, but it's like when monsters go into the air, we don't have, especially if we're playing on lock on, the lock on doesn't automatically show where the boss is. So
Yeah.
it's gonna still show us like horizontal view, even though the boss is above in the air. So that's the kind of the problems. It doesn't give us enough information and visual cues to dodge
The
incoming
the
attacks.
best solution I can think about it is they zoom out the whole scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be the easiest way to do it. But I don't think they will.
Oh well, in due time, I'm sure people will complain about it if it's really bad, and then we'll
It
see to
is
what
already
happens.
really bad. Okay, anyway, the next is Companion Quest Immortal Blaze for Chang-Li. You meet an old storyteller when you roam about in Hong Kong, and while you listen to immortality tales about melt firmament, you notice another interesting listener, which is Chang-Li. So I guess there's no companion quest for Jinxi, or the main quest is already Jinxi's quest. I think.
I mean, I think they will because every time they come up with a new character, they seem to have new companion quests. So I mean, I understand what you're getting at because Jinxie is so like tied integrally with the course of the story already. It doesn't really make
Yeah.
sense for them to add anything else. But if they do, I think it's going to be a plus. I don't really mind it.
Yeah, it's like GN, but GN also has companion quest.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, I actually really do like the companion quest in this game. It really adds a lot of character
Yeah,
development and flavor
exactly,
to it.
Nyans.
Link. Oh yeah, I mean, again, no one really cares about that one. That was just weird. It came out of
Pass.
nowhere, and nobody wanted that.
Okay, let's move on to next. Your turn.
Give me 1 second here.
Sure.
Okay. All right, here we go. New Echoes.
Ooh, the
This
fun part.
looks badass, like crazy, crazy.
Yeah.
Whew. So we got a new world boss that is Drift, and the Sentinel. We got the Luma Scale Construct that looks like a 1-star. We got the Clang Bang, which is most likely a 3-star, and then we have the Dwarf Cowers. I mean, I actually no, I take that back. I think the Luma Scale, the Clang Bang, and the Dwarf are all going to be 1-stars, as it seems. And then the
Yeah.
Glacial Dreadmane, and the Lava Larva, and the Light Crusher are likely going to be the 3-stars. Of course, with Dread being the 4-star in this lineup.
Yeah,
But damn,
exactly.
it seems like Mount Firmament is going to be giving an emphasis to glacial characters, which begs the question: when new meta ice elemental DPS? Damn, it's gotta happen, right? It's gotta happen.
The fun fact, there is only 3 cards in electro set.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but also there's no I'm actually just curious, like what element this whole
And
the
and I
creature is
think
gonna be.
the Luma Scale construct could be win how to say that, win core. The immune one.
Oh, the arrow.
Yeah, the error immune one. Yeah,
Oh boy.
I thought so. Could be, but not really. Could be. It seems like. And Jue is spectral, only for Jinxi though. His passive is only for Jinxi, basically.
Well, I remain hopeful that Clang Bang and whatever the heck these guys are, it's alluding to the fact that a new major Glacial DPS is just on the horizon. So I'm gonna continue complaining to the devs about Camilla until Camilla gets changed to ice, and then we can pull for her, and then we'll be happy forever.
You can try.
But until then, yeah. But until then, I will be constantly sad that I don't have an ice elemental waifu in my lineup.
Yeah. This monster looks great though.
Yeah,
We have a
it
bird,
honestly looks
it's
pretty.
Ice Cube, two wolves, but not really a wolf, and a worm.
Light Crusher and Glacial Dreadmane looks so sick, man.
Yeah, ice wolf, and a beast, the light beast.
Yes, that's right. I'm totally capping. It doesn't matter how many ice waifus I get, I'm still gonna be swiping.
Okay.
Oh, that is the
That's
harsh
the
truth.
new Echo. Basically, it's a Spectral, Jue, Lumi Arrow, Clean Bandit, Glacial, and Dwarf. This is for infusion. And Glacial German is Glacial. Lava
Yep,
Larva is
fire or fusion.
healing and fusion, I think. And Light
Hmm.
Crusher is Spectral.
Spectro. Damn,
And
that
then
Light Crusher looks like a world boss all on its own. This looks so damn cool. Holy.
yeah, but you
I
have a
love the
chair
aesthetics
above
in this
it.
game, man. Yeah, I love the monster character and just everything about like the art in this game is just so damn sick.
Yeah, at least
So
they
good.
looks cooler now, not just
Hmm.
a random flying ghost.
Oh
Okay,
gosh.
the
Well,
new events. Here we
yeah,
go.
we kind of went through this already, but just to kind of wrap up today's podcast here, we'll go through. Let's talk about each of these again, just the stuff that you guys can look forward to. Maybe ways that you
Yeah,
guys want to prioritize your wave plates. Maybe the ways that you guys want to change up the ways that you explore. But yeah, so we're going to be having new regional exploration events. You guys can use this in order to help help you explore the world, or you can explore the world and 100% everything yourselves. It doesn't really matter what you do, but I know I'm going to be taking this blind. I'm not going to be using any guides. I'm going to be actually using these events to help immersify me in the world. And if I
nice.
come across traces of Mount Firmament in terms of photo collection events, then I will do that. But for this one, I'm going to go in completely blind.
Yeah. Of all these events, I'm very excited about the new roguelike. That's the only thing I care about.
Yeah, I want to play the new roguelike dungeon as well. But I think the whole tactical simulacra, like the boss rush, this is something that will it's going to motivate me to train more parties, and not only that, it's going to make me have sub mains. It's going to so now basically I just play Gion for everything, and it's kind of okay, right? But I think the
Yeah.
tactical simulacra will actually encourage players to main more than one character, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, finally, let me get more detail about these two events specifically. uh, we spoke of the rank, right, in roguelike. It's
Hmm.
D to SS rank, and then it's like a it's like bonus. You can choose from the cat, and it will give you a damage boost or survival boost depending on your rank.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for the tactical simulacra, uh, let me see if I can find it. Uh, yeah, it it's a score depending on your parry, dodging, um, uh, the time, the time last, when you kill the boss. For example, if you do Clownless with less minute with 1 minute, you get that score and move on to next boss. If you don't
Right.
enjoy it, you can redo. Every boss you can redo it.
And it's not going to reset me from the beginning of my
No,
rush.
yes. So basically, it's a
Okay,
boss
okay,
rush, but not that strict rush.
gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
so you
it's
can
like
take your
two
time to do
six
the runs,
sections.
and there's basically checkpoints between bosses, so
Yeah,
you can take the time to heal, replan, and like redo your runs without having to reset from the first.
yes, it's like Lista's alloy test.
Mm-hmm.
6 dungeons and you fight them each other. Depend in the street.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually not sure if that's a good or bad thing because I think the game would be very challenging if they didn't allow you to rest or recuperate your stats and all that at all. You know,
Yeah,
just put me in a boss rush that just goes from beginning till end. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure it's gonna work out fine.
Yeah, you can take a rest between them. I'm
Oh
not
sure.
sure if you can change parties though. From I have heard, you are only allowed to play as one party. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think I like the one party restriction, to be honest. Like, because again, that will encourage like a mix match, a mix and match of different like of different team comps, and
Mm-hmm.
instead of the ideal team comp, where it's like one DPS, one elemental support, and then one sub DPS, we can then like jab a bunch of different DPSs in one. So you're playing your characters not in an optimal state, but they have to work together in order to circumvent elemental weaknesses and resistances. So
Yeah,
I like this. I like this style.
yeah, you know, this is an event for who? For Jinxi, because Jinxi doesn't care about single elemental.
True. Yeah, I guess
Yes.
poll for Gen C if you want to complete the simulacra. That's what it
They
comes
will
down to.
give us a trial character, I think. They
Mm,
will. Yeah.
makes sense.
Because it's an event,
Oh,
not a challenge.
oh, true. I guess Tower of Adversity will still be the ultimate end game challenge.
Yes.
Yep. But hey, I think
Okay.
that is kind of all the material that we got for you guys today. Obviously, there's going to be talk about Camilla and Scar going into the future, but until then, we're going to be checking out exactly what 1.1 gameplay feels like, and of course, both Yuki and myself will be streaming Wuthering Waves on Twitch. I'll be streaming on Twitch, Twitter, and other platforms as well. If you guys want to check out our streams, you can definitely tune in and see what the gameplay is like. But until then, we will be closing the podcast off for today. And just to lead out, kind of close things down, we have a video. I actually don't know. I can't read that. It's in Chinese and Japanese in my face. But we have a video prepared for you guys. So before we do that, I'm going to toss the mic over to Yuki once again, just for some final remarks, and then we'll close things out with the video here. But yeah, please, Yuki,
Yeah.
how you feeling?
It's called Meicho Shoito Anime.
I totally know
Kinky.
what that means.
Wuthering Waves short anime. Short
Okay,
anime.
the Wuthering Waves short anime. Let's get right into it. We'll
Yeah.
throw down the video, but yeah, we're gonna be ending the podcast off right after this. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We hope you
Yeah.
guys found this useful, and we hopefully through this show you guys were able to understand all the information that's coming in the upcoming patches, and hopefully through today's podcast it will better prepare you
Yeah.
guys for the journey in Wuthering Waves for patch 1.1. But
Yeah.
until then, this is gonna be Ice and Yuki signing off, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah.
Bye. Let me actually kill the music first before we play the video. Makes sense.
I'm playing it.
Oh, okay. I'm playing it now.
人々の願いと憧れを聞き入れた。そうして核と今週は共に歩み始めたのだった。故にその過去を遡ればおのずと今週の過去にたどり着く。 大丈夫？忠誠省の文書が届いた。あとは核による任命だけ。はい。この地に残る湾島の戦いの傷を癒さねば。それもいいけど、まずは今に集中して。これは始まりに過ぎないのだから。
民は苛まれている。今週は依然として救済の音を望む。我を助けとな。創世に幸福をもたらす。今週に積む。これが汝の運命である。
今世、それが世の運命。